Niall, how can you leave here? Leave me!
It'll be better this way, Mum. Trust me.
Niall's going to be all right, Aunt Glenna. You saw how well he did out there. And besides, he'll come back now and then to visit, won't you, Niall?
No, I don't think I will.
When are you leaving then? If you're even willing to tell me that?
Not today, not during Christmas.
All right. At least we'll still have Christmas dinner together. The four of us.
What are your plans after leaving, Niall?
I'm taking my show on the road. I'll probably stick with The Tale of the Three Brothers for now, but I'm thinking about doing the Battle of Hogwarts next. I haven't properly thanked you yet. You believed in me when I didn't even believe in myself. Thank you.
You're welcome, but it wasn't just me. Your mum was just as supportive. If it wasn't for her, well... Are you sure you want to leave?
You just don't get it. I have to go.
Wait, is that why you're leaving? Because your mum joined, not me?
So, you already found out? I'm surprised you're still willing to talk to us after that. But no, that's not the reason I'm leaving. Sorry. I'm just not sure if I want to talk about it yet.
Niall, what are you hiding? I talked to Niall, Aunt Glenna. He's still not changing his mind, but... It feels like there's something more beneath all that anger. He's holding something back, but he's not ready to talk about it.
Thank you. Could you try to convince him to stay? I just don't think it's a good idea for a squib to be travelling alone between wizarding communities. Some of them, well, they're even more traditional than Hogsmeade.
I'll do my best. By the way, dinner's looking fantastic. Do you need any help?
If there's one thing I'm confident in, it's my famous roast goose dinner. But could you fetch Morven? He's probably in the graveyard by now. I know it's silly, but I like to have him home for dinner, even if he can't enjoy the food.
Well, if there's anything I'm confident in, it's running errands like this. Leave it to me.
I know you, don't I? You're Glenna's child.
I see. You can't really remember Niall. Is that why you're always so rude to him?
Niall. Yes, Niall. He reminds me of my own son. He was a squib as well. Terrible thing to be a squib. You're not saying anything, but I know that look. Disdain, is it? But you're too polite to speak it aloud. I've seen that look many times before.
I'm agreeing to disagree. People don't see squibs the same way anymore, you know? And you likely can't help it. Being unkind to squibs was the way of things in your time.
Yes, unkind indeed. It was how everyone treated them.
That included your son, didn't it? You weren't a kind father to him.
My son. Yes. I pushed him away, deliberately. He had no magic, not even a record in the Book of Admittance. My son, a proud Merryweather, was destined to be overlooked in the wizarding world. So I did what I thought was best. Pulled strings arranged for him to live among muggles. I thought he'd thrive there. But the boy was stubborn. He refused to go. His family was here, he said. Hogsmeade was home, until I made him leave.
Hogsmeade is a wizarding village, after all.
Indeed, one steeped in tradition. I saw him teased, bullied, ignored day after day.
So, being unkind to him was your way of...
Of trying to push him away, to make him leave. I thought I was helping him, so he might live more easily elsewhere. I truly believe non-magic folks can find a better life amongst muggles.
But did your son?
I don't know. I hope he found a fulfilling life wherever he ended up. I never saw him again after he left. Wait, I think he's gone now, isn't he? It's been centuries, hasn't it? I suppose I'll never get the chance to ask him myself. Only witches and wizards can become ghosts, after all. This was the spot I saved for him. Always hoped he'd come home one day. I even thought of an epitaph for him. Here lies the only squib in town, loved and never forgotten. Had plans to carve something else, too. His favorite animal. What was it again? A rat? A kneazle? Ah, that's it. A bunny. He always said it was a symbol of magic for those who don't have it.
I suppose that's why you act the way you do around an aisle.
I suppose it is. Though sometimes I think I mistake him for my son. The same stubbornness, the same talent. He's a good lad.
why Niall is leaving? Because you've been telling him to.
Of course not. Niall doesn't listen to me. If he did, I would tell him to stay.
What? You don't think he'd be better off with non-magic folk like himself?
No, this will not do. Look the state of my headstone. Where is that caretaker? I'd have a word with him.
I'm sorry, Morven. I haven't seen him. But Aunt Glenna wanted me to remind you not to miss dinner.
Dinner? Is that all you think about? If you can't even fend for yourself in Hogsmeade, perhaps you shouldn't be here.
Morven, I'm not Niall, or your son. Do you even remember me? Glenna's my great-aunt.
Glenna? That name sounds familiar. But yours, I'm afraid, doesn't ring a bell. Now, where has that boy wandered off to?
I guess you can't help it, can you? Dinner at the Merryweather house. Don't forget.
Ah, yes, right. Wouldn't miss it.
What is it, Marlowe? Is something wrong? Oh no!
Don't just stand there. Get out that magic stick of yours and do something!
Augmenti! What happened?
I was making cinnamon applesauce. It goes so well with my roast goose, but my wand wouldn't stir properly. Time was running out, and I got so frustrated. Before I knew it, everything exploded. The pots, the dishes, everything went flying. And now, my wand has stopped working entirely. What am I supposed to do? Scourgify! Scourgify! Why does everything have to go wrong at Christmas?
And there goes her magic. Boom! Just like that. Gone!
Enough, Morven! Just stop!
What do you mean?
Mum, your magic didn't vanish today. It's been coming in fits ever since Dad passed. Morven and I have talked about it plenty. Even Marlowe's probably noticed something's off.
You knew? But how? I wasn't even sure myself.
Of course I knew, Mum. Who do you think's been cleaning up? Because it sure hasn't been that scouring charm of yours. It's terrible.
You've been covering for me and you didn't say a word. Why?
Because you're my mum.
So that's why you didn't want my help with your hair? Or the show? And why my Shane hasn't returned to me? He probably never will, because I took that photo, and the magic is gone. And thank you for putting the topper on the tree. Merlin's beard. I probably can't even manage a proper levitation charm anymore.
You're welcome, Aunt Glenna.
Is that why you wanted to leave, Niall?
I can feel it. Every time you look at me, you see Dad. It's time to move on, Mum. You have to let him go. I know what it's like to be without magic when everyone else around you has it. I didn't want you to feel that pain.
Have you ever considered that it's not a pain for me, Niall? I thought you needed my protection, and you thought I needed yours. Shane and I, we read so many Muggle books after we learnt you were a squib. Muggles have their own wonderful ways of solving problems, and I don't believe they're any less than magic.
But what will the villagers think when they find out that you've lost your...
Oh, I'm not worried about that. I've seen how they reacted to your show. Times have changed, Niall. And even if they hadn't, I'll always be supported by one thing. My love for you. And for Shane. But you're right. My grief has me turned inside out, and it's time I moved on. I've tried, but I miss him. I miss him so much.
So do I, Mum.
I know. But leaving isn't going to ease my heartbreak. It's certainly not going to magically restore my ability to conjure a proper cleaning spell. It's going to take time, Niall. Time to heal my heart, and I will. I promise. But I understand if you want to go for yourself, just not for me. You have to live your life on your own terms. I won't ever hold you back.
You'd better come back and visit once in a while. You hear?
Are you crying, Morven?
Huh? No! There must be dust in my eyes.
Niall, I can't believe this is the secret you were hiding all along. You did it to protect Aunt Glenna.
Yeah. Is that so hard to believe? I love her. I'd do anything for her, and she'd do anything for me.
All right. It's about time I embrace the challenges of making a meal without magic, but I'm not doing it alone.
I'll prep the goose!
I'll chop the veggies.
And I shall supervise.
Woohoo!
I feel the same way, dear. It's been lovely getting to know you these past weeks, but you didn't have to bring gifts. All right, let's see. Oh, is this the new Kayla mystery? I don't have that one yet.
Oh,
Oh my, it's you and my sister. It's lovely. Thank you so much.
Wow. The history of puppetry in Great Britain. And look at all the photos. Amazing! Thanks. Maybe.
All right, your turn.
Oh! Thank you. Thank you both. I'll cherish them.
And this is for you, Niall.
Mum, what's this? Is this flu powder?
If you're ever homesick, or just want to visit, use it. I'll pull a few strings and have the fireplace hooked up to the flu network first thing tomorrow.
But this is a huge bag of flu powder. It'd probably last half a year, even if I used it every day.
Well, you don't have to come back that often. Once or twice a week will do.
Mum, I haven't even left yet.
With all that powder, Niall, you'll be back here more than you actually leave.
Maybe I'll visit you from time to time too, Niall.
What if there's no fireplace where I'm staying?
I guess I'll just have to get better and apparate there.
Mum.
I know it hasn't been easy for you, Niall, covering for me all this time. But I'm going to try harder. I'll get better. I promise.
Maybe you could practice with me, Aunt Glenna. Professor Flitwick's been teaching us some of the toughest spells.
Ahem! I've been waiting patiently over here. And let me tell you, my patience has worn quite thin. You haven't forgotten about my presence, have you now?